Excuse me. My voice is a little hoarse. Obviously, a hard-fought game. A tough one to lose. We had our opportunities. Um, I'm proud of this team. I thought it wasn't perfect, but man, the will to compete and answer it was pretty impressive. Um, we spent some time thinking about. I'm gonna answer this now. All right, going for two. We knew a tie though was for us just as beneficial as a win. And we felt like we had the momentum at that point. So, look, it went back and forth, and in the end, we didn't make enough plays. They did. All right. Any questions?
Did you have? It looked like Bo was holding up two fingers. Was it?
We discussed it all. We're plenty of time. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. And the decision we made was the right one.
When
Go
you
ahead.
got the ball back on your second
Yeah.
possession in overtime, how much were you thinking about, hey, maybe we can get a tie if we run the call?
Yeah. Well, and we were getting some saw blitzes. In other words, all that's going through your mind. Possess the ball, run the ball, and absolutely.
Sean, what do you think your pass rush been able to get especially Zach?
Yeah, listen, it's a good offense. And, we were on the field a lot in the first half. The time of possession, we struggled offensively, and then the second half we kind of got going a little bit. But those guys competed their tails off.
Both of Mims' touchdowns. What did you see on those, particularly the one at the end of regulation?
Well, the one at the end was just a heck of a throw and catch, on fourth down. The earlier one was, kind of set up off of play action. And, he just ran through the defense. It was a great throw and a great catch.
On the 2 3 and outs and overtime offensively, obviously, just you got in such a good rhythm in the second half. Can you put your finger?
Well, look, some of the same runs, but we got some tough run looks. Yeah, I'll have to look at the tape, but we did get in a good rhythm. But then to their credit, they got a little bit more aggressive. It's kind of that cat and mouse game. You want to run it, and there's certain runs you want to run that protect the edges. But, a couple runs that we'd had success with, and all of a sudden, they were able to pressure really and minimize the gain.
Coach, the Bengals didn't punt until overtime. How tough was that, being on the field for so long, but then also making key plays in the red zone?
Yeah. Listen, our red zone defense was good. I wasn't aware they hadn't punted yet, but nonetheless, the time of possession was concerning at halftime. We just knew offensively we had to help them out. They kept competing though. And again, they made some plays down the stretch. Shoot, we had our opportunities.
Friday loss looked like they went after him a little bit. Was it tough?
Well, look, it's coming. Listen, Riley could have been healthy for the last 8 weeks. Whoever's opposite Pat, they're going to go that direction, right? So, Five's a good player, Higgins, a real good player. So that wasn't anything that we didn't expect. In other words, that happens when you're teammates with Pat.
You sprinkled in Damari and Chris Abrams drain there.
Yeah, we had a couple nickel packages.
Yeah. So was that workload at all with Riley, or that was just?
No, it was part of the game plan.
What was the key in getting after Burrow? You sacked him 6 times.
I think understanding how to rush him. He does a good job. Like we even saw it in 3rd and 13. He gets a first down. You can't get behind him. You got to kind of keep him in the pocket as best you can, which is it's difficult to do.
Coach, 123 rushing yards, nearly the same number of rushing attempts as passing attempts. Were you happy with the game, the way the game unfolded?
Look, I was happy with how we began to play in the second half. Yeah.
So now it's you and the Chiefs next week. What do you anticipate?
Yeah, listen, right now, finishing up on this game. So we have to turn the page, if you will, and then get ready for a real good team coming in last game of the season. So that's kind of where we're at.
You obviously don't have a chance to clinch with 3 games to go without doing a lot of good things. But now that you're down to one, I mean, how do you stave off the feeling of pressure, or do you embrace it?
Yeah, I think. Listen, you go out and compete. There's pressure every week. This is what we do it for. Meaningful games here. This is. I think it's important that you embrace it, and it is exciting. There's nothing worse than playing games the last part of a season where there's nothing at stake. So I think it's something we'll all be excited about.
Well, John, as you said, the message to get to 10, so you don't have to, I guess, do the math on it, but is it kind of reiterating that or reworking that message?
That changed, right? Like, we got to get to 10.
Could you talk about how near the end of the game going for the extra point instead of the 2-point conversion?
I said at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know.
But we discussed it at length.
Like, okay, we might play for the tie.
No, I going into this game, I knew all of that stuff. Tie, everything down to the. And so a lot of it is your gut relative to, how the toss goes. We were moving a little bit on offense, and then weighing the percentages of the 2-point conversion. Yeah, I think that had a lot to do with it. If the tie element didn't sit in there, it would probably been a little bit easier decision. Obviously, I'm going to get asked the question either way, and so I was comfortable with the decision. We had plenty of time with the decision. Go ahead.
What did you see from your vantage point of Bo Nix's interception there?
Yeah, I want to see the film of it. I know he was trying to get it to the spear route. It's cover 2, but that's as much as I saw.
And you haven't talked about Mims's catch. I mean,
I just finished talking about both of them.
okay, but I mean, how
Do you want me to?
exhilarating were you when
It was
that
exhilarating.
catches?
It was exhilarating. It was exciting. Which one?
31 yards.
Both of them were exhilarating.